Welcome to Headline Hub Updates. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. The South China Sea is tense, a vast expanse of blue where the world's most powerful navies and coast guards silently test each other's resolve. Every day, ships from rival nations patrol these waters, their presence a constant reminder of the region's volatility. Its calm surface hides a daily struggle for control, where the true battle is often invisible, waged through intimidation, persistence, and the ever-present threat of escalation. The BRP Sierra Madre, a rusted World War II ship intentionally grounded on 2nd Thomas Shoal, stands as a weathered but defiant symbol of Philippine sovereignty. For over 2 decades, it has served as both a military outpost and a statement of national resolve, its battered hull a front line in a modern maritime standoff. Below, a small Philippine supply boat pushes forward, braving unpredictable seas and the constant shadow of foreign vessels. On board, Filipino Marines and sailors carry vital supplies, food, water, fuel, and hope, to the isolated crew stationed on the outpost. Suddenly, massive Chinese Coast Guard vessels appear on the horizon, their imposing size and numbers dwarfing the Filipino boat. These ships are equipped with the latest technology, their crews trained for confrontation. Their horns blare, echoing across the waves as they maneuver aggressively, crisscrossing the supply boat's path, coming dangerously close, and rocking it violently with their wake. The message is clear: turn back, or face the consequences. This is gray zone warfare, intimidation without open conflict, a high-stakes game where every move is calculated to avoid outright war, yet push the limits of tolerance. The Filipino crew, resolute and determined, faces the risk of water cannons, blinding lasers, and even ramming. Each mission is a test of nerves, knowing that any misstep could escalate into a dangerous international incident. The captain must navigate a gauntlet of threats, steering his vessel with steady hands and sharp instincts, all while ensuring the safety of his crew and the success of the mission. The world watches closely as these tense encounters are broadcast across global news networks, testing Asia's balance of power and drawing international attention to the fragile peace in these contested waters. For the Philippines, each successful resupply is more than a logistical achievement. It is a statement of sovereignty, defiance, and the unyielding spirit of a nation determined to defend its territory. These missions are more than logistics. They're acts of national pride, moments when ordinary sailors become symbols of resistance and hope for their countrymen. But the risks reveal a hard truth. The old ways, relying on outdated ships and sheer courage, are no longer enough against modern threats and sophisticated adversaries. The nation needs a more robust, sustainable way to defend its interests. Modern ships, advanced technology, and stronger alliances are now essential to safeguard the country's future in these contested waters. The courage and determination of these crews have inspired a call for change, uniting the nation in a shared vision for a stronger, more capable Navy. The time for a new approach has arrived. Military leaders and policymakers are now strategizing, planning, and investing in the future of Philippine maritime defense. The Philippines must build its own strength at sea, forging a path towards security, sovereignty, and peace in the face of growing challenges. Resupply missions to outposts like the BRP Sierra Madre are more than just routine operations. They are lifelines, vital arteries that keep these isolated posts alive and functioning in the vast expanse of the South China Sea. These missions ensure that remote Marines remain connected to home, to their families, and to the nation they serve, despite being hundreds of miles from the mainland. Every delivery of food, water, and equipment is a tangible promise that their sacrifice is recognized and valued, a reminder that they are not forgotten. Without these regular supply runs, the outposts would be abandoned, and with them, the country's claim to these contested waters could quietly disappear. But the risks are mounting. Chinese vessels now routinely use water cannons and aggressive maneuvers to block or harass Filipino ships, turning each mission into a high-stakes confrontation. Filipino crews face real danger every trip, standing as the front line in a struggle that is about more than territory. It's about national pride and survival. Why do they take such risks, knowing what awaits them? The answer lies in the importance of the South China Sea itself. This region is a gateway for global trade, a corridor through which trillions of dollars in goods pass each year. It is also rich in natural resources and crucial for the country's food security, supporting countless fishermen and communities. Every successful resupply mission is more than just a logistical achievement. It is a victory for Philippine sovereignty, a statement that the nation will not back down, and a step toward securing a better future. This ongoing struggle has ignited a national conversation. People are asking, is courage alone enough to defend our interests, or do we need more? The answer is clear. The country needs not just bravery, but also the right tools, modern ships, and advanced technology to protect its people and its claims. The growing public pressure, combined with the dangers faced at sea, has created real momentum for change and innovation in maritime strategy. Now, leaders and strategists are asking a crucial question. What can we build for ourselves with our own hands and ingenuity to secure our future? The answer to that question will not only determine the fate of these outposts, but will also shape the destiny of the entire nation for generations to come. For decades, the Philippine Navy relied on hand-me-down ships, mostly from the US. These aging vessels filled gaps but came with outdated technology and maintenance headaches. The fleet was a patchwork, making logistics and training difficult. This dependency kept the Navy a step behind, fighting yesterday's wars. The cost of upkeep was high, and morale suffered. Modern threats in the West Philippine Sea exposed these limitations. The sight of old ships facing modern Chinese vessels was a wake-up call. True sovereignty requires more than second-hand hardware. The dream of a modern, self-reliant Navy became a national imperative. The Philippines could no longer just consume, it had to create. A new chapter was needed, one built in Filipino steel. The nation was ready to forge its own future at sea. Tensions at sea, especially in the contested waters of the South China Sea, fueled a powerful shift in the national mindset. Every encounter, every standoff, reminded the nation of its vulnerabilities and the urgent need for change. Filipinos everywhere demanded answers. Why was the Navy always behind? Why did the country have to rely on foreign powers for its own security? These questions echoed in homes, in the media, and in the halls of government. The call for modernization grew louder, but this time, it wasn't just about buying new ships, it was about building them at home, with Filipino hands and Filipino ingenuity, ensuring that the nation's defense was truly its own. Out of this clamor, the Self-Reliant Defense Posture Program was born. Its mission, to produce military equipment locally, to empower Filipino industries, and to reduce dependence on foreign suppliers. Building ships in the Philippines meant more than just jobs. It meant creating designs tailored for the unique challenges of Philippine waters, and ensuring that maintenance and upgrades could be done quickly and efficiently right at home. Spare parts and repairs would no longer be subject to international shipping delays or costly imports. Filipino technicians could handle these tasks domestically, cutting costs, saving time, and building valuable expertise for the future. This vision promised true operational independence. The Philippine Navy could respond faster, operate longer, and defend the nation's interests without waiting for outside help. But it was about more than just strategy or logistics. It was about national dignity. Every ship built at home became a symbol of Filipino pride and determination. Tatak Pinoy became a rallying cry, symbolizing not just Filipino-made defense, but a renewed confidence in local talent and craftsmanship. Political leaders now had the mandate to invest in local shipyards, to support Filipino engineers and shipbuilders, and to trust in the nation's own capabilities for defense. The journey ahead would be tough. Shipbuilding is a complex, challenging process, and setbacks were inevitable. But the goal, self-reliance, united the nation like never before, inspiring teamwork and resilience. The Philippines was ready to take control of its destiny, determined to chart its own course and protect its future with its own strength. The era of building at home had begun, a new chapter in the nation's story, driven by hope, pride, and the unwavering spirit of the Filipino people. For the Philippines, a nation of over 7,600 islands, landing craft are the Navy's backbone. These vessels move troops, equipment, and supplies where ports don't exist. During disasters, they deliver relief to isolated communities. For defense, they quickly deploy forces to remote outposts. The new Balikpapan-class landing craft are faster, more versatile, and built for local conditions. They support the very resupply missions that define the nation's stand in the West Philippine Sea. Building these ships locally is a leap forward, proving Filipino engineers can meet Navy standards. Each new landing craft is a stepping stone to more ambitious projects. They are the foundation of a self-reliant Navy. The Cavite Naval Shipyard, once dormant, is now alive with activity. Filipino engineers and workers are building new ships from scratch, not just repairing old ones. The BRP Tarlac-class project proved local companies could deliver major military contracts. The shipyard buzzes with new equipment, retrained workers, and a sense of purpose. Technology transfer and training are creating a skilled workforce for future projects. The launch of the first locally built vessel was a moment of national pride. Every plate of steel was shaped by Filipino hands. Cavite is now a cradle of naval power, inspiring confidence nationwide. The plan expands from landing craft to larger patrol vessels and corvettes. The rebirth of Cavite is a symbol of the nation's new direction. Building ships in the Philippines creates jobs far beyond the shipyard. Local industries, from steel to electronics, benefit from new demand. This strengthens the domestic supply chain and reduces reliance on imports. Shipbuilding drives technological advancement, raising standards across industries. Skills learned here spill over into commercial and infrastructure projects. A domestic defense industry means strategic independence. No more waiting on foreign suppliers. The country can build what it needs, when it needs it. Money stays in the economy, fueling growth and funding public services. Each ship is not just a military asset, but an economic engine. Local production is a long-term investment in national strength. The ripple effect touches every corner of the country. The path to a self-reliant Navy is not easy. Funding remains a major challenge. Warships are expensive and budgets are tight. Scaling up requires more skilled workers and long-term investment in education. Some advanced systems, radar, missiles, still need to be imported. The immediate goal is to integrate the best foreign tech with local platforms. Consistency and political will are crucial. The program must outlast administrations. Sustained commitment is essential for success. The journey is tough, but the stakes are high. The nation must persevere to secure its future. A new, Filipino-built naval ship is more than a military asset. It's a symbol of national resolve. Each vessel signals to the world that the Philippines is serious about defending its sovereignty. The pride is palpable. New ships, built by Filipinos, flying the national flag. This shift unites the nation and inspires the next generation. These ships strengthen the lifeline to outposts like the BRP Sierra Madre. A fleet of landing craft provides credible, flexible defense. Their presence changes the strategic equation in the South China Sea. The journey is about more than ships. It's about building a stronger, more independent nation. Cavite's steel hulls are the foundation of a new era. Each weld is a step toward a brighter future. The roar of these engines is the sound of a nation finding its voice.